Alright, hi you guys and welcome. Today we will be talking about ratios and proportions and just basically everything, just getting ready you for similar polygons. Okay, so first off, we're going to learn about ratios, okay? Now, you guys already know ratios. Ratios are just numbers that are just related to each other. So if A is related to B, okay, like this, okay, then A divided by B can also be a representation. It's just a representation of division. Okay. All right. Now, if I were to actually write out two ratios and compare them, okay, I would have some extremes and means. Okay. So these two on the outside are extremes. Okay, and these two on the inside are means. All right. And here's the cool thing. It actually explains the cross product property. So the product of the extremes is equal to the product of the means. Okay. Now later on we'll learn a little bit about a thing called a geometric mean, but for right now just cross product is right there. Okay, now some of you guys are probably going, what exactly does that mean, Mr. Devaney? Well, if you have something like 2 over 5, and that is equal to, let's say, 10 over x, okay, and we had to find out what x was. Oops, let's go. There we go. Okay. And it just basically say if we have two fractions equal to each other, we can use something called the cross product theorem, which is just basically we cross multiply and then we treat it like a regular equation. So 2x equals 50. Okay. And then we would divide both sides by 2 and we would get x equals 25. Okay, so then we can actually solve it. So that's where the cross product comes into play. And here's a cool thing that you guys probably didn't know about. It comes from the product of the extremes being equal to the product of the means. Okay? Alright, now proportion, amazingly enough, is just what we did. A proportion is when you have two fractions equal to each other. Okay, so when you have two fractions equal to each other, you'll be able to set that up. Now the majority of the stuff that you'll be solving with similar polygons and similar triangles, because triangles are the easiest to start with, is you're going to be working with this quite a bit. You're going to be setting up proportions, you're going to be doing the cross product property, and just being able to do that. Okay, now extended ratios, this is kind of cool. Right? Extended ratios are where you have several fractions equal to each other. So in other words, 2 over 3 is equal to 4 over 6, which is equal to 8 over 12. Okay, and as you can see, if I do the cross product with each one of those, I should get the same number. So for example, if I do 2/3 equal to 4/6, when I do the cross product to see if those two are equal, I'm going to get 12 equals 12, because 2 times 6 is 12 and 3 times 4 is 12. Okay, and then what I would do is I would do a different cross product. I do cross product of these two and see if they are equal. Right? So 4 times 12 is 48, and 6 times 8 is 48 as well. So those are also equal. Okay? So I'm just checking to see if they're equal. And then to finish it all off, I would check the outside ones. Okay? So I'd go 2 times 12, which is 24, and 3 times 8, which is also 24. So since I've proven that these two are equal, and these two are equal, and then these two are equal, so all three of these extended proportions have to be equal. Okay? And that's just how we basically solve them. So when you're set up with an equation like this, to where it's set up like a ratio, go ahead and change it to a fraction and then solve it. Okay? Now, if you do have something that, like is saying the ratio of the sides of a triangle are 3 to 5 to 6, and you know that the perimeter is equal to, let's say, 120 inches. Okay? And let's say it is in a triangle. Okay? So if we take a look at it, okay, what we would do is, since the ratio is 3 to 5 to 6, we would start with the shortest side, 3x, and we would go to the second largest side, 5x, and then this side, which is 6x. Okay. Now, since I know all these ratios are set up like this, I can actually set up an equation and solve for x. Okay. So 3 plus 5 is 8, plus that is 14, so 14x equals 120. And if we check our calculators, 120 divided by 14, oops, 120. X is going to be approximately, where's my thing? Alt 247, 8.57 inches. Okay? All right, and there we go. We're actually able to solve it and figure it out. Now this is an approximation, which is okay, but just knowing that all I was given in the beginning was the perimeter and then the ratio of the sides, I was able to solve for the actual remaining parts. Okay, and that's it for ratios and proportions. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.